Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, make sure to check the description below the video for the link to our giveaways. And don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content to show your support to the channel. So guys, today what we're going to talk about and what we're going to show is Iceman and Bishop in Alliance Battle Extreme Blast Mail. It's been requested a lot to actually test new characters in Alliance Battle Extreme, so I had to wait for their proper date to actually be tested properly. So today is the proper day. Also, guys, I want to do a quick announcement here. Tomorrow video is going to be Tier 3 Iron Man Alliance Battle Extreme Guide with CTP of Rage. Don't miss that, guys, because from my look on YouTube, I don't see any real guide of Alliance Battle Extreme for Iron Man yet. So this shall be the first full guide on him. So make sure to set a reminder tomorrow for 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for that amazing video. Anyway, here let's get started with the first thing, guys. Here, the build of the character. So we're gonna start with Iceman build first. So my boy Iceman, guys, we have him at rank 678. Not a lot of people are working on him and trying to maximize him, obviously. So let's take a quick look at the stats. Then we're going to go with the Hizo custom gear and then the skill rotation a little bit real fast there. So first, the stats. We have max kill cooldown. We have so much kill cooldown. Now it's because his leadership. I put him alone in the team, so we really see his own stats. His leadership is 24% increased cooldown, so that's just pretty funny to see that 27% extra cooldown here. So we have max cooldown. We have max ignore defense. We have 29% ignore dodge. Max critical damage, 52% critical rate, 125% attack speed, 23,429 what it is, energy attack here. So that's pretty much the setup here, and sadly this guy has no real native cold damage. That's really sad. I think that Ice character should at least have, 25% native cold damage. Well, he got 3% here. No, this one. You got 3% of your cold damage. I think it's kind of crappy. I think that if they give him a little bit more cold damage as native, this guy will be even stronger than it is, and might actually have the potential to become a mid of Alliance Battle Extreme. If we look at the gear, guys, we have a hero on all of it. It's 4 slots Awaken, Amplify, except the second gear is 5 slot Amplify. A mix of energy attack, critical rate, and a critical damage with 1 attack speed that we don't really care about in there. Iso said we're running with the basic stats here. Set bonus stage 6 in effect. Power of Angry Hulk, so we're getting all attack 8.5%, attack speed 7.7, all defense critical rate 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, and activation rate 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. Next, if we look at the custom gear, when I actually recruited him, I put the CTP of energy for his roster review, well, it's character review, and it's still there. Today is gonna wait till today. We're gonna move that back to cable because we need to do our best score in Alliance Battle Extreme, obviously, but I kept it there just so we can test him for blast mail before we do the change, guys. So we have ignore dodge 28.9%, critical damage 43.3%, 25% chain hit damage, and 180% damage proc. That is well on we got on this fella. And now the skill rotation, guys. The skill rotation is pretty easy. It's proc on 3, proc on 3, proc on 3, proc on 3, and use the rest of the skill the way you want it. You need to stay in iframe as much as possible because the beast is gonna wreck you. The beast is gonna wreck you. I remember last week when I tried him on no restriction, I actually died because I was not keeping in an iframe. I was trying to, go for really maximum damage as much as possible, and that was not pretty. So you really need to stay in iframe. Now, if you have all those skills available with your third skill, if you can pop 4 cancel, 5 cancel, then 3. Wow, that will do a lot of damage if you're close to the beast, guys. And you want to channel on that third skill. I know that some people with CTP of Rage actually cancel the third skill. For me, it didn't work that good when I tried that in the past. with Atlas CTP of energy. So you do want to go the full time up the third skill as much as possible. Then to survival, for survivability, use that first skill to go in iframe and stay in iframe as much as possible, pretty much. So that's pretty much a skill rotation. It's like proc on 3 and the rest just stay the freaking hell alive, guys. That's all you gotta care about. Now, so that's pretty much my build for Mr. Iceman, guys. And before we jump into his run, we're gonna take a quick look at the bishop build first. My boy Bishop. We all know I'm really disappointed with this guy, but still, I wanted to give him a try in Alliance Battle Extreme and see what he can actually do. And actually, he does not that bad. Just FYI, guys, the only reason I'm disappointed with this guy, with this Uncanny X-Men update, it's simple. He is not very good for wall boss ultimate except Ibanima, weird, and Thanos, which is a disappointment since he's an energy attacker. I was expecting him to be good against Cole. We need more people against Cole, and that was major disappointment for me. That doesn't mean he's not good characters. He's still a pretty decent characters for Shadowland. Wall boss ultimate, Ibani, Thanos, and PvP. So don't get me wrong. Yes, I'm disappointed by this character, but he's still a decent character, guys. So first, we're gonna check his stats. Well, again, not a lot of people work on min-maxing their bishop because he's not a top character, obviously. So mine is rank 453 right now. If we look at the stats, we have max cooldown, max ignore defense, max critical damage, 45% critical rate, 116% attack speed, energy attack 21,757, 36.49% ignore dodge here. He only has one special ability here, applied to self, 3% increase of energy attack. Kind of disappointing on that side for the special ability. Most characters actually have two of them, so especially the new characters released in the past 2 years or so, so it's really disappointing on that side. Now if we look at his gear, we have 4-star, well, 4 slots amplify on each gear, a mix of energy attack, critical rate, critical damage, and ignore defense here on those gears. If we look at the easel set, we're running with overdrive set by stage 6 in effect, so we're getting all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%. We have activation rate 12% chance when attacking plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. And custom gear, it's not the best, but it's good enough for it. It's mostly maximized for Shadowland because that's where I really use the guy. The proc is not that good, but because we got 2 good stats on it, we just keep him there. So we have critical damage 32.1%, ignore dodge 36.5%, and activation rate 10% chance when attacking applied to self, increased damage by 40% for one attack, last 5 seconds, and a cooldown time of 7 seconds. So that's the custom gear for him. Now the skill rotation. The skill rotation is pretty simple, guys. For the proc is 3, cancel 4. You get your proc on 4. Then if your 5th skill is available, you're going to use your 5th skill to stay on iframe the whole time. Then you're going to repeat that. Obviously, at some points, you're going to have to use the 3rd skill, the 2nd skill, and the 1st skill just for iframe when your 5th skill is not available, or when the cooldown of your 5th skill is waiting before you can actually use it to sync it to the rest of the rotation. But overall, all you gotta do is stay alive with that 1st skill, 2nd skill, and 5th skill. That 5th skill will also put some good damage out to actually clear most of the ads, so it's very useful too. And then really important is just to have that proc on the 4th skill. Pretty much that 4th skill is the best skill of Bishop. Well, the skill that does the most damage, so you really want to use that skill. You gotta be careful till you can get canceled. You're gonna see in the gameplay I get canceled one time with that 4th skill. That was a bad timing. That was my bad. I could probably get a little bit higher, not much, if I did get that skill properly that one time. But overall, he's not a very good guy for Alliance Battle Extreme Blast Mail, but in my opinion, he's the easiest guy for a new player to actually get to get that 100,000 point in Alliance Battle Extreme. Even at tier 1, he can get it done. So I think that for that, he is a really good. So he's a very good guy to actually use for free-to-play players, new players that don't have strong blast character to get started with, in my personal opinion. So guys, that's pretty much all the talking we're going to do about Bishop and Iceman. Next, we're going to jump in the gameplay section. Obviously, we're going to show first Bishop running Alliance Battle Extreme, then Iceman. So guys, as always, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you had a good time with me. Hopefully you learned a few things. Obviously, again, don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content. Show your support to the channel, and make sure to check the description below the video for the link to our giveaways and other important links. On that, guys, Star Agent Starco Gaming is out.